This is On Air with Tony Sweet, your number one source for all things entertainment, exclusive interviews, and guests from TV, film, the Broadway stage, and your favorite musical artists of today. Talking shop is a given, but deep conversation is Tony's specialty. On Air with Tony Sweet starts now, exclusively on UBN Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. This is On Air with Tony Sweet. I'm Tony Sweet right here on UBN Radio. And guess what? I'm going to let Carla set this one out because I am ready for a salad of soap stars. We have on the phone all the way from New York City. Wow. I guess the combination of the years together on this makes for, I don't know how long. But we have the wonderful, sexy, who's been a guest and guest co-host right here on Air with Tony Sweet, Terri Ivens. How you doing?
Mr. Sweet.
Well,
what an honor and a privilege to be back on the air with you.
I'm excited to have you here with me, and most of you out there listening, might know her from the ABC daytime drama All My Children, and you are here to talk about something we touched on when you were a guest co-host. It's called Tainted Dreams, and
right.
You brought a couple of your cast mates to talk with us today.
I did. This is an amazing experience that we're all having. Tainted Dreams is a show within a show. So it's there are those of us that are playing actors on a soap opera called Tainted Dreams, and then we are the actor who is portraying the character on the soap opera in Tainted, with the T as in Tom, Dreams. And I am so fortunate in it, no matter what industry that you work in, when you get the opportunity to work with your friends again, it's really miraculous, especially in this day and age. And so I am just thrilled that I get to work with Bobbie Eakes and Walt Willey, who are with me today.
Yes.
Bobbie Eakes, yes. Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Hi.
How you doing, Bobbie and Walt? Well, I have to say, looking at the resume that you all have had and watching you on television all these years, it is an honor to have all three of you together. And it must be a great time to, come together and put this Tainted Dreams on the map because, people have missed a lot of the soap stars that have been left television. And now you guys are definitely bringing it back in full swing. So tell us a little bit more about each of your characters. And Terri, I know we've started with you before, so let's start with Miss Bobbie. Tell us about your character and what do you do on the Tainted Dreams?
Well, my character's name is Courtney Parrish, and I am the network executive. So I'm everybody's boss, except for the character of Ethan, who plays my boss at the network. But it's kind of interesting. I've never been in that position. I've never been anybody's boss before in my life, except my husband's, I guess. But
I'm sure he'll agree, right?
Tell David I said that. Yeah,
I will.
Yeah. But it is fun. The cast is such an amazing cast with fan favorite soap stars from all the network shows over the years, and to have this many people and this much talent on the show is a lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot of fun for the viewers.
Oh, I bet. And Walt, and you're not only face for television, but you have a voice for radio too. You play Gregory Ashford. So tell me about this distinguished gentleman.
Well, I'm Walt Willey, who plays Gregory Ashford, who plays Jason on Tainted Dreams. Gregory is much different. I just want to start by saying not only do we get to play with some of our friends from a million years in daytime, Grant Alexander, Austin Pack, I'm working opposite the delightful Kelly Hensley, who I've never worked with on a soap. But we worked together 20 years ago or so on some interstitials we did for the USA Network called Date Palm Heights. It was a soap parody, and we had a blast then. And it's like we maybe worked together 7 hours in our entire lives. And I've never been more comfortable with an actress in my life that I have barely worked with. It's just been an absolute pleasure. She's a terrific actor, and it's just been wonderful. But the nicest thing of all, perhaps, at least in my heart, is here's this woman, Sonia Blajardo, whom I have known since she was literally an intern on All My Children. I have known her for more than half her life.
Wow.
We have all seen her go from an intern to an associate producer to a line producer. Now she's directing, and she is the executive producer of Tainted Dreams. We have seen her, I mean, I've known her for 25 years. And it is just amazing to now be working for her, to have known her as an intern, and I'll be working for her on this project. She's doing an incredible job. She has lined up really the creme de la creme of daytime, reaching back for 25 years. And it's just, this has been an amazing journey for her. And I think I speak for all of us when I say we are so proud and thrilled to be a part of the culmination of this, the fruit of her dreams for all these years to do this. And this team isn't tainted at all. It has to be a wonderful one. It's just really great to be a part of it. It really is.
And Terri, now this is online only. Is that correct?
Right. It's
for now.
For now.
But
maybe
I really do believe that this is a new medium that is going to continue, and really television as we know it is a thing of the past. There will be no more prime time. It'll be your time. And, I've said this throughout the years, we're already headed there. There'll be some little plug that we put into our big screen, TV, and we'll be choosing our favorite programs when we want to see it. And it all starts.
Yeah, it's called a Blu-ray that's connected to the internet. I mean, we have that little plug now, and they get smaller and smaller and smaller. You're absolutely right.
So,
I haven't had cable television in 5 years. I stream almost everything, and I don't miss. Guess what? I don't miss network television at all.
It's funny.
I watch the things that are on. I watch them a little later than the person who sits and watches them in real time with a commercial interruption every 27 seconds.
Right.
But I don't really mind that, frankly.
And I have a.
That's
absolutely right.
That's
this
the
is
thing.
the way people. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, Walt. It's about the commercials, right, Bobbie? I mean, before All My Children moved to L.A., remember, it was the whole thing of product placement, because we were losing so much revenue to keep All My Children on the air because everyone was TiVoing, recording, and you just fast forward through all the commercials. And that's, 5-6 years ago, right? And so now it's for the industry as a whole. How do you find a place for your favorite shows, productions, and being able to raise the revenue to be able to have a production value that is worthy of the legacy of, shows that we have crushing, and it's a difficult task. But I think this venue of online television is the way that it's going to proceed. And it is an honor to be on the front line of this amazing venue. And if they didn't have, the glory of daytime television of Walt Willey and Bobbie Eakes, and they wouldn't have this bulldozer to push this venue forward. You can't have newbies, as we call them, because they're cheap, push this new venue. You have to have the veterans that command an audience just because of who they are, and then people will watch.
Oh, exactly.
That's right, Terri.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Preach.
True, but it's
Preach,
true.
preacher.
You're absolutely right.
Well,
I think that's it's a mistake to think that you're going to have, newbies, like you said, that are going to bring in the people that they need to have to get something like this off the ground. So I think it's pretty smart of Sonia to bring in all these vets, and plus the writing on this show is so particularly clever. I think I enjoyed reading the script from top to bottom. I think people are going to really enjoy it. It's got lots of twists and all the emotion from all of your favorite shows, and it's juicy. It's scintillating.
It's really kind of like an all-star game. It's kind of like an all-star game.
That's true.
I'm not that big a sports guy, but I think it's a pretty good parallel, because you get the top names from throughout the years of Guiding Light, As the World Turns, Another World, Ryan's Hope, what am I missing? Y&R, Taste of Our Lives.
I mean, it goes back to Search for Tomorrow, actually, and Edge of Night.
Wow. That's been a few years.
Larkin Malloy, he was on the Edge of Night.
Edge of Night.
I mean, come on.
One of my first jobs was playing a Swiss policeman with Larkin when he was playing Skyler. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to do like a behind scenes bit. You guys will know it first. Where every time I see him, I'm like, Sky.
Right.
Right.
Well, I think I always think anything in life. Sometimes as we move forward, and sometimes we get that kick in the butt. Sometimes it's the scariest thing in the world, but it's sometimes could be the best thing for us, because now you're reaching out, doing things, different characters, something that you can kind of stretch your abilities as an actor and actresses. And I think this is great for you guys, because like you were talking about, the next generation, such as my producer, he's 25 years old. He says he never watches television anymore, and I think this is going to be amazing for you guys. And it looks like with the cast that you have, you're going to give some great work. And so what has been some of the highlights for each one of you with your character that you haven't played before, or get to highlight your craft in this character? We'll start with Walt.
That's a great question. First of all, I'm so used to. So do you miss playing Jack? That's a great question. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
For me, I started talking to Sonia pretty early about this stuff, and I made it pretty clear to her, and she was in utter agreement that I did not want to reprise Jackson Montgomery. It's a role that I loved, and I did it for 25 years.
Right.
And I really did, as you pointed out, wanted to take the opportunity to stretch myself, to work outside the box, as I have been doing since I left all my children, or since all my children left me, which left us all, at least the network version. And it's been, we're shooting it not like a soap. We're shooting it like a film. There may be 2 or 3 cameras running at once, like on a soap, but then we're flipping around and doing reverses. So we're spending a lot of time with each other. It's been some pretty long days. But it's so wonderful to have this bunch who so enjoy the process of preparing a scene, discovering a character, taking that journey all in one place, hiding off in the corners, running, not just running the lines. With soaps, it was like, let's just pound the lines into our head so we can regurgitate them and move on. We have 600 pages to do in these 4 days. That's the way it was at the end. And that is really kind of just inherently neglectful of process and product, as far as I'm concerned. And so they have the opportunity with, again, the top players of all time who really enjoy process, who don't just want to puke the words out, and to be able to make new characters, to do new things. It's just been invigorating. I don't care how long the days are. I'm having so much fun. I really hate for this thing to come to an end. I really do. I think this has just been, for me, it's been just a great experience. Terri, I think you're going to love this. I mean, you've been there a few days now, and I think, as you get more deeply immersed, I think you're just going to wish it never ended.
Wow.
I completely concur. I, in fact, have made a joke with Cassie De Palma, because I realized, especially with Sonia, working with Cassie, my character is Cassandra, who plays Brittany, and Cassie, Cassandra, is a longtime character on One Life to Live, who plays Blair.
Right.
So
Sorry? Go ahead. I was just going to say, Terri, there are a lot of those little things, those names that people are going to recognize, and she plays a lot with character names and real life names, and that I think the fans are going to get a kick out of that.
And some of it is just for us. Right. Larkin Malloy is playing a director named Henry. We had a director named Henry Kaplan, who was an incredible character. We loved him more than we can begin to say. Just a real hoot. And there's also a Dr. Kaplan. So there's an homage being paid twice to him, because he was a huge influence on all of us. Whoever worked the show, he was there. But the fans aren't going to know that. So we have to make sure that we get all the behind-the-scenes inside stuff out to them. And I think they will feel like they're a part of the fabric of all my children in an even deeper way.
Wow. You know, Henry's the... What's that, Bobbie?
No, I was just going to say that the website has a lot of the, the character background info, and I think it's called Tainted Dreams, the series. Or
the series.com.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, and so for the fans that want to go and check it out in advance, has a lot of the character background and the actor background, and it's a great.
Yeah, no, it's a great website. It's one of the many websites are so filled with things you can't hardly find your way around. It's very easy to find what you're looking for, read what it's about, who the characters are, and it's a great website, and it's Tainted Dreams, theseries.com. And Bobbie, like we were talking with Walt, being on Bold and the Beautiful and All My Children, and getting to play the character that you're playing, like you said, you've never played a boss before. It's to when I look at your resume and say this many years and you've never got to play a boss before, so you actually did get to stretch a little bit in a direction that you're like, okay, maybe a challenge. Was it a challenge to
It is. It doesn't. Yeah, no, it definitely is a challenge. That's what's so great, about acting. You get to step into roles that are completely outside yourself and explore. And I don't know if she had any one particular person in mind when Sonia wrote this, but there's so many people that I know that I can draw from and try to put into this character, and it is challenging, and yet it's a lot of fun. Like Walt said, I mean, working with Kelly Hensley I'm working with her as well, and then I'm also working with Jimmy DePaiva, who's my good friend's husband. He plays my husband on this show. That's kind of a kick, because it's like, okay, I got to start making out with my best friend's husband next week, but. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, and Bobbie plays my ex-wife, so we just started to get together on All My Children when the series came to an end, and kind of picks up now we don't have to play the relationship, we just get to play the post-war, kind of thing. So
we skipped all the fun stuff. We went right to the divorce.
We skipped the fun stuff, got right to the meaty stuff. We're divorced.
Well,
no, and I think this is one of those, there's such a paradigm shift now. It used to be that, of course, All My Children was passed intergenerationally. Grandma would watch and granddaughter would watch, or grandson, and that's the way it was passed down. Now, it's flipped. Now, the people who, of course, everybody wants to reach, the empty nesters with disposable income and time on their hands, who have a computer but only use it to shop and for email. Now, we need to educate them that they can go to that little screen and watch some of the edgiest, yet most familiar stuff. It's like comfort food with a little different spice to it, because it's a soap. That's the genre. You'll meet all the characters. You'll follow the relationships. You'll go, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh no, she's not going to go in that room now. Oh no, so you get all the soap stuff going on, and yet first of all, the production values, as I believe Terri said at the top of this, this show looks so pretty. This looks as pretty as anything on television. I mean, she's really got a great director of photography in. We're taking time to light the things, a lot of care. It doesn't have that flat, it's on the internet look to it. It really looks rich and wonderful. And so now we need to reverse the learning process so that the granddaughter is showing grandma how to go view this thing. Mm-hmm. It's not any different than television. You just find the channel a slightly different way, and there it is on your screen. I mean, it's so people don't be fearful. People my age,
yeah,
fearful.
That is.
If I can do it, a dumb actor like me, trust me, you too can find this thing and watch it. And I would suggest that you watch all our Facebooks. I'll be constantly posting when and where this is going to start to run.
Oh, perfect.
And and of course, we always post where else we're going to be. Bobbie and I have spent the summer together. This has been my summer with Bobbie Eakes. It's been just wonderful. We hosted the Miss Virginia, Miss America pageant there in Roanoke, Virginia. And I have a theater in my hometown. We went and did Death Trap together with my son, Terrence. and now we're doing this.
Wow, you're busy.
Somewhere in the fall, Bobbie, we'll be doing something else together.
Well, I hope so. I'm going to miss you. I'm already missing you.
Oh, I know. It's weird to not be around you. It's like I have a hard time forgetting to call my wife, but I'm like, well, why isn't Bobbie calling?
That's hilarious. Well, before I let you guys go, I want to touch on a couple personal things because, Bobbie, I didn't know that you're a country singer.
Yeah.
Because I'm from.
I've sung all genres really, but.
Well, that's okay. I'm a country fan, so the other stuff. That's great. But the country is, I'm from Kansas. I'm from Kansas, and how I got started in all this was about 4 or 5 years ago. I was on a singing reality show in Nashville. So that's why I love country music.
That show. Yeah.
Yeah. So, tell me real quick. Are you still doing the singing on the side, country, or anything else?
I am. I'm doing a little bit of everything as far as genres because I have done it all, rock,
right.
pop, and actually smooth jazz too. But I'm doing a lot more singing. I'm putting together my own show that I'll debut in Palm Springs at the Annenberg Theater November 8th.
Wow.
And then I'm going to be taking it to cities all over the country. And so I'm doing some country. I'm doing actually some standards and some Broadway songs and a little bit of everything that I love, all wrapped up in one kind of fun
awesome.
show. And
well,
so that's the other thing that I've always done. So now that I have a little bit more time on my hands, I'm getting back to that.
Well, people can go to Bobbie.
I had the opportunity to sing with Bobbie.
Oh, wow.
To sing a duet, and I'm no singer, and she was
yes,
so wonderful. Okay, but let's not argue about that right now, sweetheart. When I hear you and I'm sitting next to you and I'm going, okay, when she shuts up with this line, now I have to sing a line. It puts the fear of God in me. I just tell you that. So whether I am or not, she was so kind. She found us a great song. We sang "The Lady Is a Tramp," and
Love
she made
it.
me feel so comfortable. And she's an incredible voice and an incredible talent, and just that was the most fun, Bobbie, I've had since the world was cooling. I just,
great. You really will. We'll have to do that again some.
Yeah, sure. I'll be at your show November 8th. I'll stop by.
There
and
you
we'll
go.
Yeah, right.
Well, Walt.
Terri sings too. So
Terri, I know she sings.
Absolutely. As soon as you said November 8th, Palm Springs, Bobbie, I put that on my calendar. I won't miss it. Hey, Tony, we should go out together.
I would love to go. I would love to see her sing. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to. Let's do it.
November 8th at the Annenberg.
Annenberg and Palm Springs on November 8th.
Yeah.
And well, Walt, you're not getting away free yet because I didn't know that you had done stand-up comedy.
Oh gosh, yeah, I've been doing stand. Yeah, evidently the best kept secret in show business. Stand-up.
Do you still do it?
I've been doing stand-up for over 20 years. Yeah.
You still get up there and tickle the fancies of everybody?
I still do. I still do. I have a new comedy DVD called Live at South Street, and it's available online. And I'm back on tour as soon as we wrap this. I'm doing a tour with the Zanies Clubs in Chicagoland on August 17th and 18th, and then doing Hyenas down in Dallas, Fort Worth on the 25th. And then I'm on the road with my one-man show I wrote about Wild Bill Hickok. I was just inducted into the Cowboy Hall of Fame.
That is amazing.
Which is pretty
so awesome.
That is. And, congratulations.
And then I started. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, which was kind of ironic because Hickok hated Cowboys and Texans, but that's why I had to go get it, be inducted. And then I just signed a deal to play Wild Bill Hickok again for the History Channel for a series called Gunslingers.
Oh my God, I love the History Channel.
I wrapped this project and I start shooting that 2 days later. So.
Well, I can't wait to see that.
I'm working man in showbiz.
I was going to say, wow, it made me sweat. I would start breathing hard after hearing that. And then Terri, you may be doing a little bit of radio voice yourself here coming up soon, right?
Wow, look at my soon-to-be boss just plugged my new show.
Well, tell me what's all about.
Well, yeah, for those that are listening, I sure hope you follow Mr. Sweet's lead on UBN, premiering in the fall. We're going to debut Going to Bed with Terri Ivens.
Ooh.
And
yes.
yeah, it's going to be so, I'm so excited. I've never done radio, and Tony has been so influential and training me up. The difference of being a guest to transition to be a host is so different. And Tony, I hope you realize I was really kind of co-hosting with this interview with you.
You were.
Notice I shut up, and I wasn't narcissistic.
I noticed that. Actually, I was like, look at her. She was doing a good job.
I'm so proud of Terri. She took notes.
She did. Well, you actually, you're going to be a great host. There's a lot of people that there's a difference between having a great conversation, which is great, like what we're doing here, but to be able to be a host. As you can see, there's a lot of people that do stand-up, or if you're a reality show star and they do a talk show, it doesn't always work. So
I like how you chuckle after that. Or the reality TV star.
Yeah, hint. But I think you're going to do an amazing, and we're so glad that we're going to have you here on our network. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm so honored to have all you guys on the show: Walt Willey, Bobbie Eakes, and of course Terri Ivens, right here on UBN Radio on our Tony Sweet. And thank you guys so much, and everybody go to Tainted Dreams, theseries.com, and we can't wait to see this.
Yes.
Thanks, Tony, and my media manager would kill me if I didn't say, for all things Walt Willey, go to waltwilleyworld.com.
Perfect. Love it. See, that's a man that knows how to do it.
We'll do that right now.